Often what we see is that a division opponent who you play 2 times a year becomes a marquee rival. Which team was that for you?
There was already a very long and storied history between the two franchises, and then things escalated, simply because of modern technology. The first thing that came up during media availability that week was a back and forth on social media. It seemed as if I had entered into the league's most talked about rivalry overnight. I don't want to make this a bigger deal than it already was. At the end of the day, the only thing that mattered was my team coming out with a win on Sunday.
Today, from the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans, it's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. On first down, Trubisky. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if I'm going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Steps away. He can run for it, and he will. They'll get 8, but they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive because that's not enough.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. Eluding the pressure right. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, trying to start it out with a bang, but it's second down. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Well, Charles, it's always contentious division rivalry. I'd say even a little spicier than we're used to. The well-documented war of words on social media between two of the top players on these teams that has really added a layer of intrigue.
Well, we've never turned down a little extra zest to a game, have we? But you're absolutely right.
Now he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. It's their quarterback, hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. This is a crew. They've come out flat their last two games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
49-yard line.
Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
They go play action here on first down. Rolling to his left. Now he'll pull it down. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
26-yard line. Brings up second down.
To throw again on second down. Trubisky. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
He was brought down by Javon Hargrave. Taken down back at the 50-yard line.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. Now Trubisky lost the football, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
7. Saints, nothing.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Now they'll throw here. Out of the gun. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. 20, 10, and he's into the end zone. Fumble return. And a Saint touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that'll be incomplete. Gronkowski the intended target, but it'll be second down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
He finds an opening past the 40. And looking again for Gronkowski. He's got him this time. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. So as this offense gets settled in, a game like this, how important do you think it will be for both of these teams to maintain their composure?
Well, I think that the good news is that this is a physical, emotional game. And look, if they can find a way to harness that intense energy, it can end up being beneficial for both teams. But what both of them have to realize, and especially this quarterback, the objective is still just to win the game. It's not to outshine the other guy or go at him with any more or less than is normal. Go play the game, go win the game.
And that'll be incomplete. Gronkowski unable to hang on, and it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 10.
They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Tony Pollard, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession.
Now Trubisky lost the football.
Trubisky on the keeper. A fumble.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions, and then for the offensive line, instead of it.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One-play drive and into the end zone for 6. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Throw left side going to be taken in by Harris. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Trubisky now to throw on 3rd down. That's caught by Pettit. They find some open field here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback, because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. Trubisky to throw again. And this will be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Looking to throw again, Trubisky. That's taken in by Callaway. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Joey Sly on for the field goal. A 44-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here, and the second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it.
Set to kick off.
The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Here I come! Here I come!
So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. And throwing here to to start the drive as they connect left side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Gronkowski again, he was the intended target. That'll bring up second down. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big game downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short game.
And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. On the move to his left. He's good. Now Trubisky lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
James Washington was the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. They'll try and run for it with Penny, and he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs. Now Trubisky on 1st down, out to his left. He'll run it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Well, to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know, I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you.
And he lost the football, and the Buccaneers have it. When you think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
Here's a toss complete on the screen to the right. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by him and setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Flush to his right. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 24-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. He'll buy some time right. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
To Tony Pollard. A gain of 9 yards. First down.
3 quarters in the books. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. The CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. And as he throws, he lost the football. It's loose. The Saints say they have it, and they do. Does the big boy have the juice?
That one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
And this one is right through. And that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. The intended target was Chris Godwin, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. They're targeting Godwin once more, this time complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And sometimes you see big plays develop on a route like this, a slant route. And the object, very simple. Get the ball to your receiver in stride. This one was right on the money. He didn't miss a beat. And then it's off to the races, and there he goes.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Steps away, can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Bucs on 3rd down. Not good, 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Enough to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
The head coach relied on his eagle eye in the sky to make the right call and was told to challenge it, and it looks like it's paid off.
And from a coach's standpoint, when you throw that flag, it's probably a pretty tense moment. Here it pays off.
Yeah, you have that little bit of indecision. You throw it where you feel like you're right, and then you think, uh-oh, did I get it right? In this case, they can celebrate.
So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First, on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop them. I like the confidence he showed.
2nd and 10. It's Trubisky again. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Back to throw. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Well, the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down.
Second and 10.
They'll look to throw. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10. His throw incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And now it's second down.
Brings up second and 10.
Now it's Trubisky. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Let's see what they draw up here. Third and long following the sack of Trubisky. Trubisky to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Two huge plays there down the stretch. The sack on second down. Now they force the incompletion. That's going to lead to a do-or-die fourth down.
And they look like they've got the confidence right now that no matter what gets thrown against them, whatever play gets run, they have the ability to shut it down. They are just brimming with it right now.
This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. They call it no gain there on the first down play. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. To throw. This is caught. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a third and goal. Throwing now is Trubisky. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on fourth and goal. They go for it on fourth and goal, and that lines up incomplete. They're turned away on fourth and goal. And the Bucs defense, they'll celebrate the goal line stand. So the ref makes a call, no touchdown there, wipe it off the board. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags.
Face mask, defense.
Trailing in the fourth, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to first and 10. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away.
Brings up second and 10.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. They'll look to throw here. Airing this one out for Evans. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. Well, partner, this QB said that he was putting the war of words behind him, but do you think that that'll change now that his team is leaving the stadium with a W?
Well, you know, we'll find out about it pretty soon, won't we? Right now, the press conference is going to take place, and everyone's going to be asking about what was leading into the game. I know we're going to be logged in on our way to the airport to try and listen to some of this and find out exactly what was said in the aftermath of what we saw leading into this game.